there. So last episode, we did a little bit of base building on a Deep Frost Citadel up above us. This episode, we're going to do a little bit of redstone. We're going to try and make Decked Out be a little bit more of an actual playable game. And we got a lot of stuff on deck today. So we've obviously got a lot of redstone already in here for various systems. The one we're going to be focusing mostly on today is a brand new system we haven't touched at all yet, and that is the hazard system. It's a term I've been throwing around for quite a while now, and quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you just don't really know exactly what is hazard. So it's kind of a peer to Clank. Right behind me is the Clank generation system. Clank is how much noise you make as you're stomping through the dungeon, and when you make too much noise, the evokers come out and they bring the Vex spirits and they kill you in the face. Hazard, on the other hand, is going to go right here. It's a much smaller system. Hazard is just a question of how long you've been in the dungeon. The longer you stay in the dungeon, the more of it will close off. The more of it will, the traps will become activated, corridors will close off, and generally the dungeon becomes much harder to navigate. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward here. We're going to start off with a standard etho hopper clock. I think we're going to set it to like 30 seconds or so. So that means every 30, and that'll change based on playtesting, of course. But every time the clock cycles, it's going to essentially signal the dungeon, the entire dungeon, and say, hey guys, you should consider activating some of your hazard things. And there's going to be little randomizers on each one of them to determine which one will actually turn on. So the corridors will close off at various intervals. Some games you might get some corridors to close off, other games you might get other ones, but if you stay in there long enough, they're all gonna close. But it's gonna take a lot more than just a simple etho hopper clock to make this work, because we have the concept of blocking hazard. Now, if you remember, we have cards that might say block the next 2 hazard that would generate. So when that happens, we'll signal this line right here, okay? And that's gonna send an item into this hopper here. And basically what that means is next time a hazard would generate, we need to kind of just ignore it and not let it signal down through the system. So here's how this works. Purple line is the game on line, okay? When that turns on, this hopper clock unlocks and starts doing its thing here. As you can see, it's doing there. Every time the cycle is up, we generate a pulse right there, and it tries to send a signal down here. You see the light turns on and the powered rails signal the observers. So that will be the case of, hey, a hazard was just generated. You should see it happen right now. There you go. But instead now, if I take a few of these stones here and I sprinkle a few of them in here now, okay, so now we're blocking the next 5 hazard. You can see this comparator here is locking this repeater here. So essentially now when the hazard generates and this torch turns on, oh, it's locked because that's locked right there. Okay, and now when we take them out, we'll go down to 1 more. You'll see this will block 1 more time, but where is it? Okay, it blocked 1 more time. The light did not turn on, but now the repeater is no longer locked because we are not blocking any clank. And the next one should go through. There it goes. But we also have to be smart here now and remember that someone could have excess hazard being blocked. Like if they were stockpiling some reason, you know, oh, I have a deck of cards that is just all about blocking hazard, and I'm queued up to block the next 15 hazard, and then the game ends. Well, when the game ends, we need to drain that back in so that the next player is obviously starting with 0. So now with the core hazard generation system done, we've got the difficult task of actually distributing the event all throughout the dungeon and adding hazard and closing off corridors and activating traps. But like I said before, that's going to be all randomized. So every time a hazard event generates here, what I've got is a 1/3 randomizer, like a 1/3 chance that the axe will be picked, which will signal this, and the piston will pop up and generate a 1-tick pulse down the powered rails down the hazard event line. And then we're pulling that signal off the main bus line along with the purple line, which is the game on line. I'm trying to keep everything nice and neat here as best I can, but we got to hook it up to all of these hazard systems. You see this little like loop right here? There should have been an orange wool to be color coded, but I did these first. But I've got all of them placed for all level 1. You can see there's some there, there's some like out there, and I think there's even, you'll see a bunch there, there's another one there, another one there. They're everywhere around here. So all of these now need to be hooked up to a similar system. When an event comes in on the hazard line, observer picks it up, a dropper, and in here now I need to put 6 items. There we go. We got 5 stackable items, 1 item that is not stackable. If the axe is chosen, signal length hits the dropper, pushes the cobble over here, boom, signals the system to go up. Now the purple line for game on is here to lock this hopper, and then to keep the item in there, of course, to keep the door closed. But then when the game ends, it releases and will let the item flush back in over there. So essentially what we have here is a 1/6 chance here at each node, and then a 1/3 chance at the master generator. So we got about a 1 in 18 chance every hazard event that a door will close off. Okay, and that's not bad. That's going to happen about every 20 seconds or so, maybe every 30 seconds. All of these numbers, I'm pretty much just pulling out of my butt. We'll see how the game testing goes, how long runs take, and it'll determine. You know, I may tweak the rate at which hazard is generated. I may tweak the chances that hazard, all that stuff, all up for grabs. But yeah, now I've got about 15 or 20 of these things to hook up all throughout here. Again, pulling the orange and the purple line off the main bus line and feeding them into all of these guys right here. Oh, and by the way, while I'm in here installing these things, the other day, my buddy Impulse invited me over to play Let's Make a Deal, apparently. It turned out interesting.
All right, Tango, welcome to Let's Make a Deal. Behind one of these 3 doors behind you is a grand prize of riches beyond your wildest imagination. So, choice is simple. Pick a door.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with door number 2 right here.
Ooh, 2. Interesting. Okay. Now, I gotta warn you, behind the other 2 doors, or potentially the one you're standing in front of, is trash, right? So you got a 1 in 3 chance right now of picking the grand prize. Let's go ahead and reveal what's behind door number 1. Ooh, it's a good thing you didn't pick this one.
Trash.
That's trash, my friend.
Absolute trash, yes.
All right, well, now that you know what's behind door number 1, do you want to stick with door number 2, or do you want to switch to door number 3?
We're sticking. I got it. I got the winner right here. We're sticking with 2.
All right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and reveal what you have won. The grand prize.
Yes.
Well done.
Excellent.
Very good choice, my friend. Winner, chicken dinner.
I need that stuff.
That is yours to take.
Excellent.
You might have noticed I threw in something I thought you might actually want in there. Did you notice?
Did I miss something?
Secret little left and right there.
Oh, the lodestones. Yes, thank you very much. I need those.
Coming in handy.
I need those.
Your game there.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. I was dirt
Nicely
poor.
done, man.
Thank you. So yeah, this right here could not have come at a better time because I was dirt poor. The lodestones are nice, we're decked out. I need those. The redstone is actually great, but the diamonds, I need the diamonds so I could buy things. This is kind of exciting. This is a big deal here. We are inside the Great Hall here, and I'm gonna kind of run the first little test of decked out here. We'll see. I mean, obviously there's many things that aren't done yet, but I can put my shulker in here. I'm hoping I can ride the minecart down. The game will start. I will explore the dungeon. And as I'm exploring the dungeon, I have some of the chances turned up very high right now. We're going to see all the corridors close. I'm going to run through the dungeon as fast as I can. And we're going to see how many of the corridors are closed off. So I do this. And I forget how to make this work. Wasn't there a button here or something? Go now. Oh, right. The shulker box can't be empty. I forgot about that. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, it's just ate my oh, no, it's in my hand. Okay, hold on. I'm not very smart. Let's put a super amazing card in there. Here we go. And now when I go this, bam, there we go. Boom. There it goes. And we get in here and we hit the button. I gotta put a little light up there or something. We ride the trail into decked out. I love this entrance. I love this right here. Free falling. This is so good. You hear the cave? Wait, why are there 2 minecarts? Minecart be chasing me. Now the game should start right there. Boom. I stepped on the pressure plate. The door opens. And in we go. And it should be running. This is a corridor right here. We're going to take one of these out. We don't need those anymore. And now let's see. Oh, we're making clank. This corridor is still open. I expect the early ones here to be all open. but they should. Oh, I just heard one close. I just heard one close. Like I said, I've got them cranked up super high aggressive right now. That one just closed. Oh, this is great. This is great. Can you hear the heartbeat going? Yeah, closed already, closed already. And again, I have these turned up way high right now just for testing. The heartbeat is so good. Let's just check down over here. Oh, that one just closed. This is great. This one should be closing short. Yep. Right in front of my face. Let's check in this back room back here. This room, this is a total dead end now. Yep, it's already closed. So this room becomes a dead end now. Let's loop around. Let's check the left wing through this area here. Oh, I didn't hook this. Oh, I did hook this up. Look. See, those have retracted already, making this a much higher jump. I mean, I have an elytra, I can just go right across. But without an elytra, that becomes a much harder jump. Let's go see over here now. There should be, yep, that wall is up there. And I think there's another one over here that will probably, yep, that one is up as well. So this whole snowy left side area is super hard to navigate now. And then we enter the crypt here. Oh, there should be one first. Right here. By the way, these purple things, this is where Clank is generated. They're little markers. I'm going to take them out later on. This one right here, this ice here is extended. Let me just scoot underneath it. That ice is extended now, so it blocks off that staircase. Look, right here, closed, closed. You can still see through, know where the ravages are, but it's not easy to navigate anymore. And then you got to loop around here now. Let's see. Closed, yes, and this one should be, this is open here, and oh, I still got to do this one right here. I want to close that one off there too. I forgot to add the stuff there. This is amazing. And then we finally have one over here as well. Yes, closed. I'll probably put like a little roof or something here so it doesn't look so weird. But that's the entire staircase, the left choice staircase that is closed. And what that means is you might be coming back that staircase and that might close off. But what now that I think about it, what I think I want to do is make, you can see that's closed off there too. I want to make this one closable as well, but make it 50-50 on which one will close. Otherwise people will just ignore that staircase all the time. But this is great. Hazard system for level 1 is basically done. There's no traps in yet. Those will be coming soon. Oh, I need some food. One of the traps that I want to add is we're gonna, and that's why I have these soul torches here. One of the traps I want to add is behind these fires. We're gonna take these skulls out and everything, and we're gonna have some strays that are hidden behind walls here somehow. I'm not sure how we're gonna pull it off yet or anything. But when the hazard gets to a level and it triggers, that's gonna open up, and the strays are gonna be there. They can't get out. But anyone who basically comes in front of this they're just gonna get shot by a stray, which is gonna slow them down, I think, right? Don't stray arrows slow you down? I don't even remember. But anyways, it's gonna be great. There's gonna be a trap here. I think we're gonna do something where like water falls from the ceiling here too, and maybe just makes a big giant puddle here, all kinds of stuff. And the thing I'm really excited about right now, there's so much going on. So much going on. I have an idea right here. This isn't going to be tied to hazard, but you guys are going to love this trap right here. So the first thing we need to do is drain all the water out because we need to make this thing a little bit bigger, not too much. Something like this with a little light source at the bottom and a little chest down there. We'll hide that a little bit better, and maybe that light's a little bit too bright, but I want to fill it with water now. This is good. This is good. It looks very enticing down there. I think the light's a little bit too bright. I'll turn that down. Maybe a little bit more vegetation. I don't have any sea pickles though, but we'll see. It's a good start. So now what I need to do is in the back here, I'm gonna dig some of this out and make a little area here. We're gonna have to reshape some of this cave a little bit because some of this right here is gonna have to get moved a little bit. Where's my shovel? This will have to come out like you, and maybe bring some of this ice over here and make the path come a little bit more over here because we need some space right there. There we go. I moved the walkway over a little bit like that. Not too bad. And we dug a little hole out here with a water stream that comes down on an L right here up against some walls and a piston here. Now we're making a trap, and this was an idea I was trying to come up with in stream over on twitch.tv, and after the stream someone sent me this idea on Twitter, and it was done by Jack68632. So Jack, thank you so much for this design. This is precisely what I needed, because what we need to do now is we need to go on a little shopping trip. Now I don't normally do a lot of shopping. I try to be self-sufficient, but we gotta head over. There's a certain enchanted book I need, and I think Impulse, wrong door. I think Impulse should have it. because he's got all the books. It's been so long since I've been over here. Is the shop even still here? I think his shop is still here. Maybe he moved it over to iBuy. I'm not sure yet. Let me see. Nope. Looks like we're still good. Where is it? No. There we go. Frostwalker 2. How much is this thing? All books, 2 diamonds each. Excellent. Give me a book. Thank you. And now, if I did this right, let's see. We put a armor stand there. Or we put our Frostwalker iron boots on this guy. You guys know what's happening now. It's no secret anymore. This is the greatest strap ever. And then we do this, and then we maybe skadoodle something there to cover it up. No one would even know that there's any business going on in there, I don't think. And then now we just need to hook it up. But for now, we'll have a little test button here. Let me put a button over here instead. So the idea is they go down there to, oh, hi, fishies. They go down there to curiosity, you know, and see what's in the chest. Maybe there's some reward in there. And when they open the chest, cha-chunk. Oh, it doesn't cover the whole thing. Okay, that's not bad. I can deal with that. I thought it was going to cover more. All right, all we got to do is I got to cover a little bit more of this. Okay, and now the idea is that so the idea is, you can tell I'm a little excited here. The idea is they're gonna drown and die down there, straight up. I'm okay with this. Everyone's gonna fall for this trap once, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. What I need to do is release some light in here to melt the frostwalk snow or the frostwalk ice and everything. So there we go. That's good. This is still a good opening, and that area there is. Why did you not cover that time? Why you not? There we go. That was weird. Okay, we can't have spaces. It's got to be consistent here. All right, I'll have to test that a little bit more. Let me get it all hooked up to the redstone and get the light popping out and everything. This is gonna be great. Okay, it's done. It's a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be, but I believe it's working now. So when the victim opens the chest, which is behind that, actually it's above, it's back there. Anyways, powers this repeater here, and it comes up here and immediately goes up here and triggers the armor stand to instantly freeze the water above their head. At the same time, it's going to spit out an iron nugget here and start a 5-minute timer. And when that's done, it starts a long pulse extender here, like a 20-second pulse extender, which exposes 3 glowstone at like the surface of the water, which melts all the ice, thus resetting the whole thing. And what does it look like from the player's perspective? Well, they're going to see this. I mean, come on, that's enticing right there. Everyone's gonna go down there. They're gonna dive in here. They're gonna go, what's in the chest? Nothing. Oh no, what happened? Now they can't get out. They're dead. In fact, I might die right here as well. Melt. Melt harder. Please don't die in my own trap. Come on. There we go. Oh. Okay, that's how that works. Very deadly. Oh, also, I forgot to mention over by the card processor, I did some work over here, and actually I'm not even done. A couple things. I changed out the entire card shuffler because the last one had a minor flaw in it. I'm not going to go over all the redstone and stuff here, but the last one had a minor flaw in it where it would likely prioritize similar cards to stack, and therefore they'd be played more likely to be played like consecutively or near each other. So that's all fixed. Now I actually switched over to using the one Izuma did for Beep's trading card game. It's actually pretty ingenious, so check it out on his channel if you want. I also added up here, I added a max card processing thing. Like, so now if I want, I can specify how many cards you're allowed to have in your deck. In this case, I'm tentatively saying 40. If I even want to cap it, I don't know that I do yet, but I might. I'm leaning toward being 40 or something like that. In which case, any cards in your deck after 40 will just get ignored and automatically sent down the discard line and returned to your deck, which is a good thing. And I also added a much needed thing that was just a huge oversight. When the game is done, now whatever cards are left in your deck will automatically be spit out right there, and then down the discard line and return to your deck. So this is good. Any excess cards or any cards that were not played are automatically returned to your shulker. Coming up soon, I need to pack up the shulker and send it back up to the surface. That's going to be a pain. I don't know when that's happening. Now, there is one more thing I'd like to do today, and that is down on level 2. There's a trap I've been wanting to add for quite a while, and I'd like to add it right now, right to this hallway right here. See how this hallway is like very suspiciously straight and kind of even? We're gonna put a trap here with some dispenser arrows. Dispenser arrows? That didn't make any sense. Some dispensers with arrows in the walls on each side, and we're gonna get like this really cool Indiana Jones effect when they come running by here. Just couldn't figure it out. Those are my amazing sound effects for them being peppered with many arrows. Okay, and just like that, I think I hooked some redstone up here with some pistons to reveal the dispensers, and then some like little clocks on either side. So basically, the pistons or the pistons will drop, revealing the dispensers. The dispensers will fire like 4 or 5 times on each side and alternating like A, B, A, B. You know, hopefully peppering them a few times. I don't want to kill them. You know, I just want to hurt them a little bit here. But it'll look something like this. They're going to come down here, boom, boom, and then tick, 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 tick. Those are all arrows firing. I think, did I miss one? Did I miss one over here? I don't think so. Is this supposed to be a guy here? No. Oh, that's right. I only did 4 on that side. Okay, so we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Perfect. And like I said, they're alternating kind of back and forth, so it's gonna be. And they're also, you know, are staggered too. Like one is on this road, the other one is on this road. So basically, there's one on every you know, vertical column across here, so pretty good. So now all I need to do is hook this up, because we can't have them just come by and press the button. Obviously that's not gonna work. So what I gotta do instead, I want to hook these up to skulk sensors, you know, silent skulk sensors down below, but I want this to work from either way. So I think what I need to do is, like, you know, if they're coming down here, boom, hit a skulk sensor. I have to get the timing right so that it goes off like right when they're, you know, approaching the middle here or so. But then I want to lock out the opposing skulk sensor on the other side, because I don't want it to trigger again as they're leaving. So I think whichever one is triggered first, it'll be the other one that gets locked out for like 20 seconds or something like that. I don't know. We'll see if I can make that happen. Okay, I think we're done. I had to bring in the purple line, which is the game active line, all the way over because I wanted to lock this hopper while the game is active. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm making it so that this can only go off once per run. Once it goes off, the item moves over to the hopper, then these comparators will lock the whole system so it can't happen again until the game resets, which I think is a good thing. The other thing of note is I am using skulk sensors without shriekers, which does unfortunately mean that bats could trigger the system, but given that it only can happen between the time they start and the time they get to the trap, I'm not too worried about it. Let me show you what we got here, what the sensors are. I gotta say I feel weird about skulk sensors. Look, I'm stuck. How do I get out of here? I feel weird about skulk sensors still. They never feel that accurate to me or something. Like they just don't trigger. In fact, why? Oh, it probably didn't trigger because this. All right, I gotta turn the thing off. Hang on, hold on. Okay, I temporarily disabled the deactivation stuff, so it'll go off. So we'll get a sense of the timing here. Let's see if I'm holding sprint and running forward. Cool. That was great. That was super effective. Why isn't it working? Yeah, I removed dust from that block. That doesn't do anything because it still powered the hopper. All right, let's try that again. Okay, actual test take 47. Go. Here we go. Running in. I sure would like to get out there. Go. Oh, the timing is great there. I was right about in the middle or so. Let me try it from this side over here. Now, keep in mind that they're going to be coming through lava and stuff here, but once you get used to this area, you'll be just bouncing on the lava and stuff. All right, are those closed yet? I think they closed. Here we go, from this side. All right, well, that side's not working. Anyway, let me try this side again. I want to verify the timing. But this is generally how it works, and I'm pretty happy with it. Right? Yeah. That's good timing. You're right dead in the middle. I'll have to get this one tweaked and everything. And other than that, we've got ourselves a good trap here that goes off once per run, and it's gonna shoot. I'll fill these up with arrows probably real soon or something just to get it working and stuff, because then we'll test damage and everything. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy. This went together pretty quick. And that is gonna do it for today. I just like flying up here. It makes me happy. Wait, you know, why not? I deserve it, right? Decked Out is coming together quite nicely. I'm really pleased with the hazard system, how it's working. We're going to get more traps and we'll probably do a bunch of them on a live stream and stuff like that. So much more to go. I want to get card processing in very soon with calling out audibly the cards that are played so the player knows what's going on. We got to get a compass shuffler to get that working. We've got to get the shulker box returning to the top. And then we got to get coins and frost embers dropping in the dungeon from card drops and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do, but I've got my hand on it. I mean, we're there. I'm moving real quick at this point, so we'll see. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.